All right, what is up, roofing community? I just want to give y'all a shout. I've gotten a couple of calls today, not calls, but messages on Facebook and whatnot this week about how to recruit. And you're going to have to excuse me because I'm going to try to fold some laundry while I'm doing this. But how do you recruit? So recruiting in a cold market, right? Somebody you don't know outside of Indeed and all that good stuff, right? Everybody's doing that. You're going on Indeed. You got a really good, ad on Indeed, so on and so forth. So you can do that, and that's great. That's fantastic. Most of our guys and gals that are awesome with the roof nuts have come from referrals of other roof nuts. We do an incentive program. Virtually, if they do well and get through a certain amount of the program, then that person gets a little kickback or whatnot. So that's fun. However, what we're talking about today is cold market. So how often do you see a server, or you're at the Home Depot, or you're somewhere where you see a really sharp person and you're like, man, if they got in roof sales, they'd kill it. Or I feel like they would be the one, or something like that. Or at least, man, I'd love to give them a shot at what we do, introduce it to them. Cause roofing sales is the best kept secret around. So, how do you go about that person? It's a 3-step process. So, number one, first and foremost, you say something. You say something. That's the biggest damn thing I can tell you, is you just got to say something. Number one. Number two, you qualify. You qualify and give. You're going to give your information. So qualify and give. And then number three, you're going to train. You've got to have a good system for people to come into. So number one, saying something. Man, I tell you what, there's so many people out there that own roofing companies that bitch to me on a daily basis about they can't find good people. I promise you, those people are going to the Walmart every day. They're going to Ruby Tuesdays. They're going to the Home Depot. They're going to wherever. There's people in Dallas, Texas that tell me they can't find good people. You know how big Dallas, Texas is? It's not that you can't find good people. It's the fact that you don't know how to find good people. And maybe you're not somebody that people want to follow. You ever thought about that? If you're a person that people don't want to follow, you certainly need to hire somebody that people want to follow, because it's about you. So if you're out in public and you see somebody that's super, that you seem like might be able to fit for the job, or you'd love to add them to your team, or you talk to them and they're super sharp, you've got to at least say something. So number one, say something. Get out in public, say something. It's COVID, but I've recruited like 3 people during COVID. Now, like I said, most of my folks come from referrals from my Roof Nuts team, but I have cold marketed probably about 100 people over my lifespan here. Cold marketing, get them in the door at least. So, number one, first and foremost, say something. I don't care what it is, just say something. Number two, qualify them. So, what are qualifying questions? You want to form them up. FORM. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation. So, shooting the shit at the Walmart, you're saying, hey, what's going on, Jim? My name's Jay, so on and so forth. Are you from here? Jim says, yeah, I'm from here. Cool, Jim. Is most of your family from here? Yeah, most of my family's from here. Awesome. So you're looking to stay in this area? Yeah, absolutely. Cool. That's awesome. Hey, what do you do, Jim? Jim says that he is a school teacher. Awesome, man. That's really admirable. That's cool. What do you do during the summertime, Jim? Well, usually I take, those months off, and I try to do odd jobs, or try to do things around the house, or whatever it is, just trying to find some ways to pick up some money. Awesome. So as a school teacher, what do you love most about being a school teacher? And Jim says, it's my ability to help children on a daily basis. I just love helping people. I want to help people that's what I was put here to do. So, folks, do we help people in the roofing industry? You're damn right we do. We help them put roofs on. So Jim says he likes to help people. So then my next question is, what do you like least about the school situation? And he says that, they are off during the summer times, and he doesn't quite make as much money as he'd like to. So, so now I know that Jim doesn't really do anything during the summertime. He's looking for something to do during the summertime. He'd like to make a little more money and kind of go from there. So then I ask him, hey, Jim, that's awesome. So, it sounds like you do some odd jobs during the summertime and whatnot. Like, why do you do those odd jobs? Why don't you just teach and then take the summer off? And Jim says, well, I've got a son that's got, a condition where we have to buy medicine for him. And, we've got to stay on top of that and make sure that he has enough medicine. So we know that his motivation is his son and making sure his son's okay and taking care of his family. It sounds like a great guy, right? Great candidate. He's getting out and he's busting his butt during the summertime when most people would take off. And it seems like he's doing something. So at that same moment, I'd say, Jim, you know what? Hey, I own a business here locally. And what I'd like to do, honestly, you sound like a really sharp guy, and I'm not sure if this is going to be for you or not, the takeaway, okay? I'm not sure if this is going to be for you or not, but I'd love for you and I to sit down for like 10, 15 minutes over a cup of coffee or something, or maybe you can come to my office and talk about what you could potentially do during the summertime that maybe we could help you, get through the rest of the 12 months as well. Maybe a little bonus money where you could stack up some cash over the summer and you'd actually have a little extra income coming in while you're teaching. You could really focus on your students and your family during that time. Does that sound good? Sounds good, right? Tie-down question. Sounds good, right? Jim says yes. Then what I do is I give him my card or I write down my information and give it to him. I'm a giver. I'm not going to beg somebody for stuff. So I'm definitely not going to get their number and hope to chase them around and hope they catch up with, I ain't doing that bullshit. I ain't got time. I'm running a business, right? So I'm going to give him my information. And if Jim calls me back, then I know he's serious. Okay. So Jim calls back. I meet with him for 10, 15 minutes. I've got a team of people in my office that make an unbelievable, presentation that we go through. Charles is one of my guys. He's unbelievable at it. So he goes through the presentation, shows Jim what it's all about, and then lets Jim make a decision. We don't talk to anybody anything. At the end of it, we always say A, B, or C. A is definitely for you. B might be for you. You got some questions. Or C, it's just not for you. We don't push dead bears up a tree. It's just not what we do around roof nuts. So then Jim says, yeah, I want to do it, which is the third process to this, is putting them in a program where they can be successful quickly. And so that's what we do. We just implement them into our system and we get them in there. And look, at that point, 15% of them make it. It's okay. It's just numbers. You're just looking for the ones that are looking for us. You're looking for the ones that want something more. So those 3 steps are going to help you cold market some people while you're out and about in town. So number 1, just freaking say something. Number 2, make sure that you qualify them and make sure there's somebody that you're not going to waste time with. And then number 3, if they do say yes and they do want to join the team, make sure you got a great process to put them in touch with. So those 3 things, that's how I talk to people in the cold market, somebody I meet at Walmart or somebody I meet at a restaurant or at a store or at the bar or whatnot. So hopefully that helps, guys. Sorry about my attire today. I'm folding laundry. So anyway, I will talk to y'all soon. It's your boy Bizzle. Holla.